I have tested a ton of smart litter boxes over the years, and the one thing that I've learned is that the most advanced option isn't always the one that your cats will actually use. More than a year later, this is the one that my 6 cats consistently choose to use more than any other out there. It's large, it's spacious, it refills its own litter, and it may look familiar because I reviewed an early version of it last year. What is up, my friends? It is Ray back here, and today we are going to take a 1 year later look at the HomerunPET CS106. I originally reviewed a pre-release Kickstarter version of the CS106 last year, and I gave it a ton of praise. Since then, my 6 cats have continued using it every single day, and this really gave me plenty of time to see what it is really like to own this thing long term. Honestly, this is one of the most hands-off litter boxes that I've ever used. There is not much at all for me to do until it comes time to empty the waste straw, top off the refill tank, or give the whole thing a deep cleaning. What's better than having one massive litter box though? Apparently, it's having 2 of them. HomerunPET actually sent me their latest version of the CS106, which keeps everything my cats already loved while adding a few meaningful quality of life upgrades. There's an updated display panel, a redesigned drum liner that is much easier to remove, and there's a deodorizer slot that allows for more odor control inside the waste straw. Now, none of these changes completely reinvent what this litter box is all about, but they make the overall experience more polished, and they address some of these smaller inconveniences that I experienced with the early model. Above all though, the CS106 is a very safe litter box. I talk a lot about safety and the safety features of automatic litter boxes here on the channel. This one certainly gives you some nice peace of mind. Even during cleaning cycles, there's always an opening so your cats can get out if needed. Paired with all of the fancy safety sensors here, I have never worried about any of my cats using this thing. The biggest reason I think that my cats still love the CS106 so much is its sheer size. HomerunPET calls this the world's largest self-cleaning litter box with a massive 106-liter interior, which is designed for multiple cats and cats weighing up to 25 pounds. I obviously cannot compare it to every other litter box in existence, but it is easily one of the largest automatic models that I've tested. That extra space makes a huge difference, especially since a lot of automatic litter boxes can feel cramped. For larger cats or cats that like to turn around several times before finding the perfect spot, the CS106 has a wide entrance and it has a spacious interior, so they have plenty of room to step inside, dig around, and get comfortable. With 6 cats in the house, it's pretty easy for me to see which products the kitties genuinely enjoy using. At the end of the day, they really are the best testers out there because they'll tell you what's good and they'll tell you what's bad. Cats do not care about an app, a fancy display, or a long list of features. The fact that even our most sensitive little girl consistently uses the CS106 says a lot. The other feature that I've really come to appreciate over the past year is the refill system that's mounted on the side. As the litter level drops, the CS106 automatically adds more, helping maintain a consistent amount inside. It sounds like a small feature, but this is the only litter box I know of that does this. The refill system removes yet another repetitive chore. Of course, you still have to check the litter level occasionally, but I don't have to consistently scoop waste and manually top things off. The cats automatically have a fresh bed of litter, which is pretty sweet. I also appreciate the raised hill-shaped bed in here that gives the cats a deeper area to dig. This makes it feel closer to a traditional litter box than some of the other shallower automatic models that I've tested. Once a cat leaves, the CS106 runs its cleaning cycle, separates the clumps, and it drops the waste into the drawer underneath. I normally change the liner every 4 to 5 days or so, depending on how heavily it's been used. Having 2 of these things now, I think I'll be able to get closer to a week out of them before having to replace the liner. Even then, that's really the extent of any upkeep with this box. It is far easier than having to scoop several traditional litter boxes every single day. For litter, I've mostly been using Fresh Steps with Gain clumping litter, which works really well in here, and it also provides another layer of odor control. You can also use clay, tofu, and there's several blended varieties that you can try. There's a lot of flexibility flexibility here. Litter choice can affect tracking, odors, and how cleanly everything separates, so you may need to experiment a bit until you find the best option for your cats. Lastly, when it finally comes time for a deep clean, the CS106 is super easy to take apart. This is another thing that I really like about it. In a way, it's kind of like a modular system. There's a one-touch emptying button on the display that dumps the litter in the drum to the drawer beneath it, and all of the major sections separate without much effort. The redesigned liner inside the drum is also much easier to remove than the one in the original model, which makes it a breeze to scrub clean. So after more than a year of real-world use, the biggest compliment that I can give the CS106 is that my cats continue to choose it. At the end of the day, that is a high honor, and that's what matters most. It is incredibly spacious, it handles the demands of a busy multi-cat household, and it eliminates a huge amount of repetitive daily maintenance. The updated version takes an already strong design, and it makes it easier to control, clean, and live with. Just keep in mind that this is a very large litter box, so you will need enough room for it in your home, but its size is also its greatest strength, and it is the main reason that I believe my cats prefer to use it over so many other automatic litter boxes. For larger cats, multi-cat homes, or anyone who wants to spend significantly less time scooping and refilling litter, the CS106 remains one of the most complete, one of the most capable, and one of the most hands-off litter boxes that I've ever tested. I mean, look at little girl right here go. She loves it. Well, that's all I got, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I want to know, what do you think of the HomerunPET CS106? Would you trust an automatic litter box with your cats? Drop a comment and let me know below. And if you enjoyed this video, you know the drill. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for much more coming your way soon. Until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Peace.